Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Sky Factory 4. So, since the last episode, I did a little bit of expansion over here. Moved these bonsai pots over to this area, added some cabinets. They're a little bit more expensive than regular chests, but they look cool, and they hold the same amount as a regular chest, so they're basically the same thing. As always, if you were super interested in the speedrunning content that I put out, just follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/SWC19. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes on the weekends, usually with speedrunning content or whatever else I feel like doing at the time. So, the main goal of last episode was to just get a cobble generator and to get all these bonsai pots set up. So, probably the main goal for this one is to just increase expansion, keep going in the advancement book, and just do some more storage pretty much. So ideally I'm going to want like a whole row of bonsai pots for each type of sapling. Obviously that's going to be a long time from now to actually finish that up, but it's on. It'll be good. So the next one to make seems to be the bone sapling. I'm also going to throw some wood in the furnace just to get some charcoal for torches. I already have a bunch of charcoal actually, but it doesn't hurt making more. Honestly, it's been like a month since I made the first episode, so I kind of don't remember what I was up to. But I knew the main goal would be just do storage, so that's what we're working on. All right, so the bone sapling made with petrified sapling and bone meal. That's the only way to get it. So it looks like the next step is going to have to be making some sort of mob farm, or at least like a room where mobs can spawn. So let me branch this over this way and just get started on that. Pretty much just going to build like a cobble structure and just allow mobs to spawn in it. It'll be pretty small for now because I'll want to make an actual mob farm later. And just hope I have enough planks. I have like 2 stacks of wood in the inventory, so I mean, if I run out, it shouldn't be too bad, but it's always nice to just have enough. So then after this, that should be pretty easy to get the bone sapling. I'm not sure if there's an easy way to get more bone meal per bone at this level. Possibly something with like the crushing tub or something. I would have to check. But yeah, that'll be good. And then the one after that, I'm not sure what the next one is also. It might be... Oh, let me just check. Alright, it is gravel. That's what I thought. Just want to make sure. Gonna try not to immediately die after making this. Okay, so I think what's best is to just make the border of this all cobblestone and then just throw a roof over it. That sounds pretty good. I am going to need a bunch more cobblestone, so I will be back when I get maybe another stack or so of cobble. Alright, so 2 stacks should be way more than enough for this, just for this little room here. I guess I'll do 4 high, just for the chance of getting Enderman. Depends on if they'll want to spawn. But the bone sapling isn't the most important thing right now. I think I do want to work towards the gravel one really quickly, just because that'll unlock the Tinker Smeltery, and that's going to be super, well, it's required, but also super helpful for progression in general, especially with Tinker tools. So let's get this built, and then I'll kind of just leave it until I feel like coming back to it. This should be enough. If not, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, so just barely not enough, but that's fine. I could just honestly slabs leave a little light in, but it's not too bad. Okay, let's make a door so the mobs don't harass me. Or 3, that's fine. And that should be okay. I'm actually going to replace these slabs because the slabs are gonna let that in. Regular plank should be fine. Okay. And what else to make this a little bit better from the outside? I guess I could just enclose this with some more blocks. Again, this is entirely temporary. This is gonna look awful, but... So, let's see. So if you press F7, all of the red squares are going to show you where mobs can spawn at all times. The yellow squares will show them where they can spawn when it's dark enough. So the goal is to get all of those inside squares to be dark. -1 is fine, but one more level should be okay there. Okay. And then these ones also, but if I'm far enough, they won't. Okay, so gravel sapling is next. And to make that, it's gravel acorns around a petrified sapling. Which you can get from crushing petrified acorns with sap. To get sap... Oh, okay. Crushing the petrified acorns gets you sap and also gravel acorn, so that makes sense. So this one's my petrified. Just gonna make one gravel sapling for now. The bonsai will make it self-sufficient. Also, I replaced all of the dirt in these bonsai pots with dirt amber. It makes the saplings grow just a little bit faster. I think like 10% faster. Or rather, the dirt grows them at 90% speed, and the dirt amber grows them at 100% speed. And it's fairly easy to make. It's just some dirt resin and dirt acorns. So that's important to note going forward, just to have those. But there's also, there are obviously better materials to use, which I'll work towards in the future. There's a whole list on the wiki for this mod, bonsai trees, and it just, or Sky Orchard, it's one of the two, and it tells you which things are good for growth. So dirt amber, I think, is the best that I can get now, and then in the future, I'll check out some different stuff. Alright, so best place to put the crushing tub for now, probably just right here. Really doesn't matter. Should be able to throw the whole stack in there and just jump on it. Try not to lose them, though. Okay. I don't have a use for sap yet, but I'll definitely have to look into that. Okay, gravel sapling. So this will get us closer to, like I mentioned, the smeltery. I already have clay. Going to need sand, which is through here. Cottonwood gets you string. Not the most urgent right now, but definitely soon. This just gets you string, and later on you get a bed, so that's good. But the main path seems to be the tin and then coal and all of the rest of this. So, sand sapling. Gonna assume that it just uses gravel. But it might also be a crushing tub recipe. Yeah, it does seem to be it. So sand acorns come from gravel acorns, that makes sense. So let me build a new cabinet here. And I'll need some more bonsai pots in a bit, but for now, one is fine. Where am I going? Did I only get those two? Okay. And then the dirt from here. Okay, so let's build some more bonsai pots. If I can remember how to make clay. Okay, it's the same recipe as most of the other stuff. And then clay breaks down to clay balls. Okay, I didn't know you can smelt acorns, but what are they smelt into? Alright, just food. Yeah, there is this this advancement for a dirt acorn, which I might need because I am running low on food. Curious if anything spawned here. Don't think so, no. Might need to be like a little farther away. We'll see at night what happens. I might need to rework that a little bit. Clay acorns can go here. I am gonna need just general chests as well, but or cabinets or whatever I want to work with. I believe cabinets also combine with one another to make like a double cabinet, just like a chest would, which makes sense. I will make another gravel one just to get more of that. Yeah, these bonsai pots are fantastic for just getting stuff. Like, wood is basically trivial after this. Like, I never have to mine a tree again. Leaves, don't really know what leaves can be used for, but they're there. You can make podzol, you can make grass, that'll be important. I'm not sure about this overworldian matter. Deep mob learning is another mod that I don't think I can get into yet. Throwable torches is interesting. They can be used as fuel. Fuel. Okay, so you can get grass from dirt, leaves, and mud in a cauldron. It can also be turned into water and sugarcane seeds. Okay, that's good to know. And then some other stuff that I don't have. So how do you get mud? Okay, you just throw dirt in a cauldron. Okay. Grass will definitely need to be used soon for passive mobs. So one of the main mods in this pack is called Resource Hogs, which I'll probably be getting into soonish. I'm not sure where it pops up in the advancement book, but with Resource Hogs, might be in here. There's also animal seeds. Yeah, I'm not sure entirely where it is, but Resource Hogs basically give you pigs that give you resources, kind of similar to how the bonsais work. I'm not entirely sure how exactly they work, but it seems pretty interesting. So probably between this episode and next, I'll be looking into Resource Hogs and how to like actually get into it. So at least I'll be better equipped for the island layout, for how I want that to work. Okay, so gonna need another bonsai pot here just for the sand. And the next step after the sand is the smeltery, where that is just gravel, sand, and clay. Alright, I just wanted to build out a little area just so I can access it from both sides. So this should be good to make a sand sapling. Just barely. Assuming I don't lose any, should be okay here. I wonder if there's an auto crushing tub, or some way to get those automatically. I'm sure there is. But right now, automation really isn't a focus. Alright, so we got... Is that not how you make... Might be Petrified. Yeah, Petrified. Interesting that Petrified is the base for a lot of these, even though it's technically a couple tiers down from gravel and stuff. So you really only ever need to make one of a sapling, and then they just replicate through the bonsais, which is very nice. There is also, I remember at the beginning of last episode, I looked at the Prestige, and there is a hopper bonsai pot, which would be very nice to use, but because it's locked behind Prestige, I can't do it yet. Though I do wonder if you can just put a hopper underneath a bonsai pot and it'll work normally, or like a pipe or something. That would be really nice. I did not mean to make clay amber. Oops. Can I turn clay amber into clay? Yes. Okay, so it's not really a big deal. I think clay amber is just the, like the opposite recipe. So you have like the clay resin on the inside and 5 clay acorns. But they basically get you the same thing. Yeah, so clay amber is 5 acorns, and then clay is 4 acorns. Yeah, so they're the same thing. It's just kind of a matter of what you have more of at the time. So that's nice. I wonder if it tells you here what things you can put on. Okay, so there's dirt amber, which is, I don't see a way to freeze it, but so dirt amber gives you 100% drop chance, though dirt does make it grow a little faster, which isn't really a big deal about grow time. It's just I do want more drops. That's what's most important. And then grass is 100% of both. So grass is the same as dirt amber. And that's all these can grow on, it seems. There might be more items that I don't know about yet. So then there's slimy grass, which seems to be the same as regular dirt. Yeah, and I think I just don't know about the other stuff to know about it, but I'm pretty sure there are other blocks that you can put under here. But again, that's something we'll get to later. For now, just gonna make the sand, harvest that a bit, and work on the smeltery. So the reason why the smeltery is going to be so important is, I'll pull it up in a second, the advancement book. You need to craft iron amber, and then melt the iron amber in a smeltery to get molten iron, and then you get regular iron out of it, which obviously is required for progression. So with iron, I'll be able to make iron tools and the other stuff. I'm not sure what iron wood does. Oh, it's just an iron sapling. Okay, that makes sense. So I wonder what iron sapling gives you. So with the iron sapling specifically, you get iron acorn, iron resin, but basically the same as everything else, and then you get more iron amber out of that. Okay, that's not too bad. There's also the complement melter it mentioned. I wonder if that's on... Alright, that just isn't a thing. Maybe I don't have access to it yet. Use the Tinker's Complement Melter or Smeltery. I don't know what the difference is. So for Melter, there's Cyclic, Mechanism... Oh, Tinker's Complement. Okay, so it seems to be a 1-block Smeltery, which is actually really useful. And I might consider doing that once I have like a lot of infrastructure up. Just make 1 melter for each liquid or metal, and then just work with that. I think that's actually a really good idea. Assuming this is just a 1x1 smeltery, which is what it seems like. And then just have it piping out into an output or something to make the actual thing. So that's good. And then seared tanks are also easy to make. Yeah, that's just some more seared bricks. So it looks like for at least iron, going to need 6 plus 8, so 14 seared bricks, which comes from 14 grout. So I'll need 4 sets of grout. So that's 4 gravel, 4 sand, 4 clay. So that's actually really easy. So let's make another cabinet. I can remember how to make trapdoors. Or sand stuff. I don't really like how this is Like a random direction. Okay. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Alright, drop the clay in here. I might put item frames up in the future, just in case I forget what everything is. It's also kind of annoying that you can't access cabinets from the top. So, I mean, honestly, chests might have been better, but then you really can't tile them as well. Like, each of these cabinets is their own individual inventory, so that's the benefit of using cabinets over chests. You could go with the trapped chest route, but I don't have access to iron to make trap chests, because you need a tripwire hook, and I can't get that yet. So, cabinets are good for now. Alright, so just need some more resin. I'm gonna need gravel supplies too. So I only need 4 gravel, which is, I assume it's the same recipe as the rest, yeah. Gravel amber, does that? Okay, gravel amber does not turn into gravel, so I need to make sure to not grow that, or to make that. That's decorative. There's also magical crops, or mystical agriculture, so that's also good to know. Magical crops is probably going to be later game if this pack is anywhere balanced, because magical crops are so good, but we'll see. But yeah, like I mentioned, these truffles are what the resource hogs dig up. And if we look at resource hogs, basically you need to have a pig, which you just get by naturally spawning in like a grass field or something. Make a bucket of mud, which is just a bucket of water, dirt, and the thing you want to get. So I guess in my case it would be, I don't know, clay or something. You get a block of clay. Use it on a pig, makes it a resource hog, and then eventually, every once in a while, I think they dig up a truffle, which gives you the resource, effectively. So I think that's going to be the goal for next time. I think what I want to do now is get the smeltery, and then next time, maybe figure out what's up with this mob farm, because nothing's really spawning. I think I might be too close still. So I'll figure that out, and then work on resource hogs. Interesting that these are different colors. I don't know if that really means anything, but it looks it. But yeah, I also want to try and figure out a way to just potentially automate it. I think the only way to automate it is with the hopper ones, and that's why it's locked by Siege, because it's so useful. I can remember where I am here and not throw stuff in the wrong. Yeah, this is the main problem. If I harvest anything that isn't like if I harvest like all of these at once, I'm gonna get confused over where everything goes. Alright, so do I have enough clay to get a couple more bonsai pots? I believe so. So I have, yeah, so I can make 2 sets of amber. Yeah, I would make 2 sets of either or. Well, this is gravel, actually. Never mind. Let's say I thought I had more clay acorns. So I only have 5 clay resin, which kind of sucks. Is there any way to turn acorns into resin? It does not seem like it. Yeah, acorns kind of only seem to be used in conjunction with them. I guess you can melt them into clay. That might be interesting, but yeah, you can't get clay directly from the smelter. You can get terracotta, which I don't think can turn back into clay. Maybe through like some odd method, yeah, some machine that I definitely don't have yet. Or a fluid infuser, which is also a machine, so for now, I still need to make this clay amber stuff until it gets better. So like I said, you know what I could do with these acorns? I could just turn them into food. Talking about that earlier and never actually did it. Would not be a bad idea. So yeah, until then, I guess just gonna keep mining or harvesting these bonsais and working on this. Alright, so I only need one clay block, but I want to make another bonsai. So that's all I need for the melter and the seared tank. So now I need gravel and sand. So I need 4 sets, and from here I can make 3 sets. That makes regular gravel. And then another harvest will get me the next one. And then I'm pretty far back on sand, just because I started it so late and I only have one bonsai of it. Yeah, so I'm gonna need 20 resin and 16 acorns. So let me go do that, and then I'll be back once I'm able to make the melter, and then we'll wrap up. Alright, so the last of the grout is smelting up here just to finish off the melter. I got some lava going on the side just to fill up the seared tank. I did have to get 1 extra sand just to craft the glass. I did kind of forget that, but that wasn't really too bad of a difference. Unless you need... Do you need glass for both? You do need glass for both. Oops. So I'm going to need 1 more glass. I might just have enough sand. Also, I figured out that the game does kind of incentivize you to craft the saplings, because sand sapling only has a 5% chance to drop from a tree. Same with gravel. I believe clay has a different rate. Yeah, that's also 5%. That's also the reason why the petrified sapling seems to be the base. Even though this is 5%, I seem to have gotten a lot more of them. So I'm not entirely sure about that, but it definitely does kind of push you in the direction of crafting them with the other acorns, because those have a higher chance of dropping as opposed to the saplings themselves. So I guess I could just throw the melter. Well, let me make the tank first, just so I know what I'm getting into. All right, that here. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably have a dedicated house or something for this eventually, but for now, this is pretty good. Get 2 lava buckets. Alright, so now this melter, it only holds 3 for now, and it holds up to 16 ingots, which is more than enough. And for the time being, how much does 1 iron amber make? I'm gonna assume, yeah, I'm gonna assume 1 iron ingot. Seems like you can also just smelt it in a furnace. But you do get double the amount for the melter, so that's what I'll be going with. And lava covers the temperature more than enough, so that's fine. It's also a porcelain melter. I don't technically can make that. I don't know what the difference would be. So that's that done. So for next time, I guess I can make tin. I don't really know what tin would get me right now. Let's see if there's anything useful that I can make with tin. Nothing that I really see is doable right now. Tin bucket will be good before I get iron. That's something. Crescent hammer will be good for once I start getting into machines, which will probably be maybe 2 or 3 episodes from now, depending on how fast I can get the ore production up. Tin tools as well. A tin bow sounds pretty good. So yeah, tin is probably mainly going to be used for just tools. Maybe item ducts, because lead is pretty soon after that also. Though perhaps a tin sapling can be used or something. Nothing in particular. And tin only makes tin, so that's kind of why it's like an optional quest line. Obviously still gonna do it, but for now it's not the most urgent. So after sand comes coal, after coal comes iron, etc, etc. Eventually, we get diamonds. I am noting here that for this one, you need to pour lead over a dark oak sapling. Is there any easy way that I can get dark oak saplings? Okay, yep. You just put a coal sapling in a cauldron to get a dark oak sapling. That's interesting. It's not really intuitive, but I guess it works. And then I also noticed that birch sapling was, I think, for tin, and I assume that's going to be the same thing. Sand sapling and water gets you a birch sapling, so it seems like the tier one prior to it, so like sand goes to coal, and then or sand goes to birch, coal goes to dark oak. So maybe not the direct tier before it, but a tier before it in a cauldron. So I still think next time I want to work on resource hogs, but I will also be just getting stuff. Just getting through this and starting to work on actual ingots and stuff. So thanks for watching, and hopefully next time we can get some cool stuff. See you soon.